I hope everybody had a good weekend, good week. Back here on Tuesday, about to get started. I'm trying to get the chat up so I can see the chat. Said I hope everybody had a good weekend. Trying to figure out how to get this chat up where I can see it. Said I hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm trying to get this chat up here where you can see it. Pops is in the house. For some reason my chat's not wanting to go up where I can see it. Sorry. Give me a second. I think I figured it out. I don't know if we're live yet. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but all right. So I'll put this chat on the phone here. Anyway, so welcome back. I said I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope I had a good week so far. And I went ahead and found some stuff that we talked about last week we might want to go over. And I'll go ahead and get started on, we'll talk about some of that. Like I said, I'm trying to get, for some reason my chat's not working on my computer. And that's par for course seems like lately on this stuff. All right, I think I got the chat up now. So anyway, sorry about that. So we talked about, I brought down some customs. Somebody would ask about some customs. I brought down some of the customs I give away for Rokes. We can go over those. And we talked about Rit Die customs. I think somebody had talked about doing some Rit Dies, and that's what all these are, were Rit Die customs back in the day. I found the Scorching Scooters with the rider on it. I know a couple people had asked about that. And we got quite a few things that we can go over. So if there's anything in particular y'all want to chat about, just throw it in the comment. My wife's in the chat. Hello. If y'all want to chat about anything, just throw it in the comments. We'll try to go through everything today. And anything else y'all want to talk about, we will. We talked about the Texas Drive 'em last week. It's one of those things that I was deciding whether I wanted to keep or not. So I got those kind of out and displayed in here. And while I was getting these, we was trying to get these out, and I burnt the motor up in this case because I was hoping to have this case where it was running constantly. So I went over to Daddy's when I was trying to get some of those Rit Die customs we had done years ago, and he had this case down there. So I got it from him so I could go through some of those today. But I'm hoping to figure out a way to fix the motor in this one. The new motor's about $160, but anyway, so it's stationary right now. But still trying to make the decision on the Texas Drive 'em. Let me see who's all in the chat here. Sorry about that. Aaron says, my grandson Jet wants to know what your favorite Hot Wheel casting is. My favorite Hot Wheel casting is the Hot Bird. And then right after the Hot Bird would be probably the 69 Charger. But probably the Dixie Challenger from back in the day. It's kind of hard to make a favorite, but to tell you the truth, it's either going to be that or it's going to be probably the Hot Bird, though, if I was to narrow it all down. Sorry about the long explanation, but it's hard to pick just one. Sorry. Hi from Scotland. Hey, how's it going? I'm glad you made it this week. I know it's early over there. Lee said hand cranky. Yeah. I'm going to try to fix a drill motor on it. Lee, if I can figure out how, because the motor that's in it's actually got the gearbox connected, so you have to change the gearbox and the motor together. So what I was going to do is take the back of the fan off, hook a drill motor to the back, hopefully, and wire it in. But we'll see if that works. But anyway, I won't get into all that right now. I worked on this for over a day trying to figure it out, and I hadn't had a chance yet to finish it up. Randy, what's up, everybody? Howdy all the Hot Wheelers. Yeah, 1 a.m. over there, man. I'm glad you popped in and check it out. Um, yeah, Lee, the motor's burnt. It's single phase, and I already checked all that, and that's why I knew the motor was burnt out. But anyway, I brung some customs down. Like I said, I was going to do the 55 hightail. I mean, Texas drive them. I'm sorry. So as I was going through getting a 55, why am I saying 55? Well, I was getting the Texas drive ones together, and I got all of them out because I already sold a few of the convention pieces, but I actually still had this one, and I hadn't opened it yet. So it's kind of one of those you got to decide if you want to or not, because those are going pretty high now. And I did have an extra one of these. The blue ones are regular wheels. I already sold the other one whenever I sold the green one with the chase. And I still had the blue chase because he had already had the chase. But back in the day, whenever they clearanced all these out, I used to buy a bunch of them because I used them for customs. And that's what I was going to get into is here's one of my first customs that I did on this truck, on the Texas Drive one, was this one right here. This one was out of the classics. This was the orange one when it first started. And I love black walls, and so, you know, so I just taped it off because my dad had one of these when I was growing up. My uncle had a 79 blue and white like this, and then I had a 74 for a while. So the old F100s are pretty awesome, and I love black walls, so that's why I made that one. And then like for some I put in on the contest for the customs was like this is a hightail hauler. I did it it's in a matte black. It's a semi-gloss, I'm sorry. And I did a high gloss on the interior and the bikes, and then I did a high gloss on the red with the white rail riders. And I did that one and put in a show. And this one never went in a show, but this is the bone shaker here. All I did on this one was basically this was the first edition. I did a wheel swap with I think it was I can't remember if it was the Hot Rod series that had all the white walls that come out. This come off of a shoebox. The Wheels did back in the day. Y'all probably remember it was purple. But anyway, that's what I was getting into. I'll go over some more of them. Let me catch up with the chat. That's one I have, High Dollar Puppy. Yeah, it is. I found some Texas drivers I didn't know I had. Forgotten the series. Yeah, I appreciate it, Lee. Yeah, I like them in black. Um, Then this one, whenever the 77 Trans Am first come out, it was in the Modern Classics. I think y'all probably remember that. But that's what I did with this one. I took it off and then I polished it with a cloth and polishing material. And then I put the chrome rail riders on that one. And I really like the way the chrome ones come out. The one I actually won the contest with whenever back in the day was this Passing Gasser. I stripped it down. I painted it with a metallic silver. It's hard for you to see the metallic in that, I'm sure. But of course, did a custom base and did some custom headers and all that. And that one actually ended up winning. And I'd done a 41 wheelies with it. And I thought those turned out good. Of course, I'm really into that gasser style. So I just thought that was a good looking casting. And I enjoyed making these. So I made them like a pair, so it'd be like they were drag racing, and put them out like that. So let me catch up with this now. Just polished cars on a bench grinder and polish wheel. That's awesome, Lee. Um, and then we were talking about red dye last week, and I went over to Daddy's house and got some of those. And that's basically what these are. All these are red dye. You can see, you remember the white first edition of the Firebird there, and it dyed pink. Um, like you got the 442 there, and they turn out really cool without having to do anything as far as taping them up or anything. Uh, Here's one of my favorites that turned out. We took the silver, did a different one here. This one's silver and turned into this color here. But anyway, did a gold. It turned into a gold, and I put the white oils on it. This come off of the 57 T-Bird back in the day. I think it was a Cruising America series, what I got these wheels off of, and put it on this. And that was one of my favorite red dyes, and then the way it come out. And this one looked good too, but I love that. Yeah, they all look like Easter eggs, I agree. Found a Volvo gasser with double tempo era. That is awesome. That'll be a good one right there, the double tempo era. And I think we talked about doing the dairy delivery. This is the one we had done years ago. And then I put the white co-molds on it to kind of set it off a little bit. And that was one of the first years I think the co-molds had come out whenever I did this back then. But this had to have been at least probably 20 years ago almost since I've done these dyes. And I thought they come out awesome. And this one was silver, and it turned out to I'm colorblind, so you'll have to forgive me on the colors, but that like dark color there, I liked it. But anyway, but that's those red dyes we were talking about last week. I thought I'd bring down some of those so we could talk about them. So anyway, when I went to the conventions, I made sets of 3. Like this one was made, there was a set of 3 you can see on the back there for the 2008 Chicago Nationals. So I made my son, my wife, and my car there as a 3-car set. Now, the ones with the real riders, I only made 5 sets of those and gave them out to my real close friends, and then the rest of them had these wheels on it. Like on this one, it didn't have the real riders on it. And then I made one off with the red line, which was the casting I used this off of was Sense 68. I don't know if y'all remember the Sense 68 blue one with the red lines. That's what all these come from back in the day. And then that was in 2008. It was pretty crazy for somebody to open a treasure hunt and make a custom out of it. So my wife wanted something different, so we ended up doing the treasure hunt and give those away in 2008 with the Lux Garage and stuff there on it. So I'd make 2 versions. I always did like a real rider version, and I do a regular version to give away. And then that way, you know, my close friends gets the real rider version, and then I just give away the other ones as people, you know, they'll roke you back and forth. So let's see. Sorry, let me get back here into the chat. The white Firebird silver from the Kmart exclusive. Yeah, it did good. I think I have a silver one. No, it ain't in here. It might be in the other one that we did. I have a dozen or so milk trucks in multicolors. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's a high wrecker. I like the rubber tires and stuff. Says, did you drill the rivets out when you customize the cars? Yes, yeah, I drill them all out. Hope y'all can see that there. I drill them out, take them apart. I put them in an aircraft stripper, and then after I do the multi-stripper, then I pull them out, spray them off, and then clean them up with a toothbrush or whatever, and then get ready and then paint whatever the batch is. I always usually try to make 25. I do like 5 for the real riders, and then I do like 20 of each of the other ones, so I'd have plenty of to give out. Let's see. Since 68s are good. Yeah, I agree with you, Lee, on that one. Hey, what's up, Chris? Chris Easy Pickens in the house. Hey, what's up, Randy? So in 2010, here's another set that I done. In 2010, I did this set out. That's the full set. And I took the 62. I actually collected this casting for a long time. I just sold it this last year, all of them loose, but it's hard to see it there. But I customized each surfboard in the back of these. Let me see if I can get it there where you can see it. And then I stripped these, and I did everything in flat black, just kind of making it like a rat rod style. And I was going to rust them a little bit, but I never got around to rusting them. There's the custom bug. And each one of them had a different decal. This one had a, I don't know if y'all can see it there. This one had a palm tree, and you got the surfboard there. All the surfboards match. This one had the actual surfboard on the side with the same design on it. And then this was the Myers Manx that we did, and it had like the, it's got a flower on the side. I forgot what you call those. So, but anyway, those were always fun to do back in the day. I've done them for a few years, and then slowly started getting out of them because they're very time consuming when you start doing customs. And I did some for our sorry, I did some for our collectors, Hot Wheels Collectors Club too here in Middle Tennessee back in the day too. Lee, custom 62s are money. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I appreciate it, Richard. Takes a lot of time. Yeah, my wife put hibiscus. I couldn't remember the name of those things. So, in for our club, I was the vice president of our club, and so in 2008, when we first started, this was our very first club car. This was pretty popular casting back in 2008, and actually got my membership number right there, and my wife, my son. And this one's number 3 of 24. We only made 24 of these for the first year because we didn't know who would want them, and they went over well. Then in 2009, I ended up going around and we got the custom drag bus, or drag truck, I'm sorry. And we did a custom of that one, obviously. And that's what we did on the back for those. And this was our second year of actual selling the cars to help start the club. And then 2010, going in 2011, I made up this one for the prototype for 2010. And got your Southern Wheels written right there. That was the name of our club. And so we decided, when they decided to go with it, this was the actual first membership card that we ever made, that whenever you bought your membership, this would actually come with your membership. And we ended up doing it for 2011. And it's pretty much the same. We did a little bit more extravagant. We did the other, this symbol on the back of the hood, trunk. And then we did a little bit wider flag. And then we did the 2011, put the RT stripe in. I'm sorry. And we only made so many of them in red line, and then we made some in 5-spoke that we sold outside the club members. And so, but anyway, that's ones that I did back in the day on customs. Now let me get caught back up with Chad again. 55 panel, nice. Yeah, like the drag truck. Thank you. Yeah, the 69 Charger is a great casting. I agree with you on that. So anyway, we started that club in 2007, started really getting it going in 2008. We was going hot and heavy till about 2010, and then me and the president of the club both had to go to Japan for work. We worked together at Nissan, and we both had to go on a trip for work, and I was over there for almost 6 months total, because I went over and come back for a week and come back. But anyway, the club kind of like went away a little bit while we were gone, and it's hard, to keep shows going and everything if you're out of the country and stuff. And so that's just what happened. And I took a little bit of a break from Hot Wheels after we got back, trying to get everything caught up whenever you're gone for 6 months. So there was a lull in 2011, 2012 for me too on that. But anyway, that's a lot of personal information that you probably don't want to hear about. Yeah, so I appreciate that, Chris. I love the Charger. How did you get all the Real Rider wheels for your customs? Oh, we would buy the uh, other castings for like this Charger. It would take 2 castings to get this Charger, unless we could buy the I think it was called Spreewell or Burtwell cars that had the red lines. But we'd find whatever. I think a lot of these we might have cut up off of the Eldebrock 83 Silver. No, that wasn't out yet on this one because I bought a bunch of them for customs. I don't think that's where this one come from. But we cut up a couple different cars to make this one. These all come out of the classics, so they was easy to strip and then polish up a little bit. So we was going to make a full Super Chrome series. We just kind of paying the homage to the Blackwall back in the day with those, but that's where the wheels would come from for that. I appreciate it, Chris. Got any Japanese cars? Have a speed racer car? I have a few somewhere in the shop, and I do have a few of the Japanese cars that are the bikes. I don't know if y'all remember when the bikes come out. I think they were around 99, 98, 99. But where they're at right now, I don't know. I did bring the, oh yeah, by the way, I was talking about, go back to this. 2010, we were trying to lay out what we wanted for our first actual membership car, and that was it. In 2011, the first of the year is when we come out with this. And then the funny thing is, I wanted to go over this. This was a show that come out in 2011. I don't know if any of y'all ever went to it or not, but one of our club members was helping out with this show, and I kind of see where they got the idea for that one. I'm sure. I thought that was kind of funny, so I kept it. And I also got one signed by Cooter from Dukes of Hazzard, Ben Jones there. So, because he was there to sign autographs and stuff, so I went ahead and had him sign one. So, I'm not saying that I did this one, but I feel like the idea probably come from our club cars. But anyway, that's another rabbit hole I went down, didn't mean to. I believe Lee was talking about these last week. And that's the Scorching Scooter with the rider on it. And somebody had also, I think Gretchen, somebody had also said they wanted to talk about those. So I was going to say this was the first release card. And then that was the second release card. It's the same colors, it looks like, and everything. It's just different card. They do have different ones listed on the back. And then the actual second one, which is a little bit harder to find nowadays, but back in the day, they clearanced this stuff out real cheap. Because I've got quite a few, or did have quite a few of these. I'm down to these the last few I have in a pack. But that's the black version, and then you've got all your different cars there. Almost everything they had as a motorcycle at that time come out with a rider set, or rider on their motorcycle. Like here's the Blast Lane. And these all come out like in 2011, 2012. And then this one I really liked a lot. I'd bought quite a few of these back in the day. The 3-squealer. And here's one out of the package. Because we talked about the chop cycles. It kind of reminded me of the chop cycles. And so you can kind of see that they're kind of similar. And I actually took this rider off earlier and put him onto this, and he actually fits. A lot of my chop cycles are missing riders, I ain't gonna lie. I never really went after them, but as I found them throughout the years, I kept them. This is another one with an original rider here. And then I also got a couple of rumblers hiding back here. This rider actually goes to this chop cycle. But Daddy had that in a bunch of loose cars when I went over the other day, and I'm like, I needed that. I needed another rider. So the hard part to find on them, obviously, if it ain't broke, is this white piece at the bottom that keeps them on the track. And then, of course, the handlebars. But I just thought he fit on there pretty good, so I put him on there. And I've got a few of these. This is a chopper. I think this was called Mean Machine. Like I said, those guides are probably the hardest part to find. And then right after that is the riders down. But anyway, that's another rabbit hole. But we've been talking about chop cycles the other day, and I was like, I'll go ahead and put some up here so we can talk about them. So let me go back to the chat. Sorry, guys, I'm back and forth. Says, I have that T-Hunt. It's good money now. Yeah. I like the Charger, the flag hood, my country flag, the side tire. That's cool. Lee, is that it? I found 3 in my collection. Awesome. I only have the red card one. Yeah. The red card one was the very first release year. And I'm pretty sure these come out, it'll say 2011, which 2012. Then they released the, they released the blue card set. This was part of the set of the blue cards. And they put them out in 2012, which will be 2013 on the peg. And then the last series set come out 2013, which has been 2014. So I have some more of these somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where, because I'd actually put a set of each one of them up because I just thought they were awesome. They put riders on it. Never seen one with the riders. Yeah, Randy, they come out those years, but they even clearanced them out a little bit because a lot of people wasn't buying them. But I always thought they were really neat. They reminded me of the chop cycles and the rumblers back in the day, so that was another reason I went ahead and picked those up. Let's see. I have 2 Japanese bikes with the sidecar. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Carl. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the those Japanese bikes. I can't remember what they were called. I think Bandai may have been part of the promotion on those. I can't remember. I have a few up in the shop somewhere in one of those boxes, but I thought that was pretty cool too. I was going around through some stuff. Somebody was talking about the buses the other day, and I wanted to show you this. This was the prototype bus that they gave away from Liberty Promotions at one of the conventions. So whenever you spun a wheel, if you got lucky and hit the right number, you would get a prototype of their Liberty bus there. So I bought the production one so you can kind of really see the difference. The production one's in a nice case and everything, and the prototype's laying out of the case. Let's see if you can see it there better. But anyway, let me see if I can get it out of the box here, because hard to look through it through a plastic box. Never had it out of the box before. Probably break the thing. Well, anyway, I'll have to work on getting it out of the box. But you can see how, I don't know if I can get in there and see the colors are different and how shiny it is. And it'll compare it to the prototype one. But nothing crazy. I know that at Liberty Promotions are like basically a code 3. But I was really into buses back then, so that was something awesome to have in a collection that's pretty tough to find. So anyway, sorry about that. Another rabbit hole that I went down. Let's see, where are we back at? See, I have the past. Let's see, we go back. I have the Japanese bike. Yeah, we talked about that. I have passed on the other versions because I had the first release ×3. Awesome. Well, the only other one on those riders is be the black one. Can you show the skull in the right side, please? Are you talking about Numbskull, the Zowie? Is this what I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. But anyway, that's the Numbskull Zowie. That's shifty there. And I left those out because as we've been going through chats, I know y'all, a lot of y'all probably been in the chats where we went through all the Zowies and the variations and stuff. I don't know, I just kind of started leaving some stuff out because I like looking at it, and I really don't have everything straightened up around yet. So it's things that I like to look at every now and then. I just kind of left out. So anyway, I never came across any of the bikes with the riders. That bus is awesome. Thank you. Nice Liberty bus. Thank you. I got some Batman riding a Bat bike. Yeah, that was a good one. I've got it somewhere. Like I said, if I find the set, I'll bring it down and we can look to the whole set. But it's probably up in the shop somewhere, just like everything else. I finally found those I'll think of it here in a minute. Scorching scooters is what I was trying to go through, trying to figure out why I didn't have any of the riders in the Scorching scooters. And I found a whole box of Scorching scooters I hadn't opened yet that I had set aside to open when I got my display. And then, of course, I tore the case up. The motor burned up. So can't have my case running right now, and I can't even move it. So actually got a screwdriver holding it in its plot right now, so it doesn't roll forward because some of the back ones are empty now. Let me get back over here to read this. Sorry. Good old numbskull and Shifty. Yeah, I love the Zowies. Do you collect mutant machines? Um, I'm not 100% sure what mutant machines are. I'll tell you the truth. That Skull Zowie is like the Johnny I was talking about a week or so ago called Creepsters. Yeah, I actually tried to look for those, Lee, on eBay and stuff, and I can't find them anywhere. I just wanted to see what they look like, to see if I could, pull a picture of them up or whatever. Um, I did find something cool when my son was going through a bunch of Matchbox, and they come across this thing. This is a Matchbox car, and I just thought it was awesome. And I said, well, I'm just going to probably keep that over here to the side. Now, of course, I'm a Tennessee Vols fan, but if I was a Georgia Bulldog fan, there's no way I wouldn't have one of these sitting on my desk at work or with me. That thing's pretty awesome. I don't even know what year this thing come out, but the jaw chomps. Sometimes you come across something like that, I don't even know it's a Matchbox. It's just odd that I'm just like, I'm going to keep that thing. Let's see, go Google Creepsters. Yeah, I need to. Mutant Machines. I'm trying to remember Mutant Machines. I'll have to look that up. Let me just write that down. Because for some reason, Machines doesn't ring a bell, and I think that would be something I would definitely be into. Um, Trying to think. I've got some Zany Zone people. Um, Let me grab it. Grab one of them. I think I got one laying right over here. This is Zany Zone. That's something different you don't see a whole lot of. Come out in 1991 there. I've got uh I got 5, I think, of the 6 in the set. I think I'm missing one, and I think it's the skull right here. I think is the only one I'm missing. But something that you don't see a whole lot of. I did a video on these a while back. That's why I knew this one was laying over there, because I found this later. This one is one I just picked up randomly throughout. I've got more of these somewhere. I did a video on it way back, probably 6-8 months ago. But anyway, sorry, that's something else off topic. Trying to stay on topic. Mutant Machines rings a bell. Forgot what they look like. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up because I have no clue. Um, I'm definitely wrote that down to check it out. Oh yeah, I did get I got a mail call. I thought I laid it over here close. I was gonna put it in my newest video. Um, I think I'm gonna shoot a video tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna do the era video that I was planning on, because I've already got some arrows laid here, or I found a whole box of black walls. I have black walls in the package, and check them out. Them are just the packages where you took them off the card back in the day. But then I got a whole everything in here. I think it's mostly black wall stuff. So I hadn't pulled those out to look at them yet, so I thought it'd be a pretty cool video to pull them out and see what they all are. Sorry, my mind's trying to figure out what I done with that package. Oh yeah, here it is. This come from Miguel. I'm not 100% sure if he watches the channel. I mean, watches the live or not. If you're in here, Miguel, I appreciate it. Check this out. He sent the 83 Chevy Silverados, but the top one there has the dark on the grill where it got hot. Didn't really, I don't know if it was, I don't know if you call that overspray off the black, but I think it's more of the plastic got hot. But this is a error that you see a few times on the 83s, so I appreciate it if you're watching, Miguel. I appreciate it, and if not, you'll see it on the video whenever you watch it, because I'll obviously put it on there. But anyway, I just thought that was cool, and I'll be fixing that when I do my next era video. And then, like I said, I got a bunch of those mutant machines. My wife's saying the mutant machines are made from 2008. Let me go back up to where I missed. I'm sure I missed some people. I'm sorry. Okay, Lisa rings a bell. Forget what they look like. Yeah. Shannon Gibson says, "Hey everybody. Hey Shannon, how you doing? Um, I see quite a lot of Zowies for sale in the UK, but not Numbskull or Shifty. They must be rare." Yeah, they are rare, but the actual UK versions are the rarest that they gave out at the airports and stuff. And I'm actually looking for that set. So if you happen to see it out and about over there, um, message me. I'll send you a picture of what I'm looking for over there, and I can probably hunt down. Uh, you see Numbskull every now and then, Shifty. They're a little bit higher over here. They're probably Numbskull and Shifty are two of the probably more rare ones for here, but the UK ones over here is obviously a whole lot rarer than those. Um, let's see. Ever find the card with no card? I have not found a. I've told my wife and I've told my buddies if I ever run into a store and I found one not in the package and I found it, I'd buy it. Or if there's a few people I'd buy from because I know who they are. But that would be fun to have. Um, I almost bought a Wonder Woman one just because of that. I thought that was awesome marketing and cheap for Mattel to make, and they sell really good. So Mutant Machines are from 2018. Yeah, I agree with you, Lee. I think that's what that is. It's either chroming. They were chroming it and it got too hot. Because if it didn't chrome, it's like a white. I'm figuring what they did was they just heated it too long on the edge or something, but I'm not 100% sure. I do want to check out those mutant machines. I got those wrote down to go over to look at because I don't know if I've got any of those. But anyway, I was going through the boxes looking for stuff, and I come across this. This is pretty cool. Um, this is the Woody. I'm sorry. This is a 95 treasure hunt, but this one's signed by Larry. So what I did throughout the years, I haven't in the last probably 5 or 6 years, but I used to take, and whoever was coming to the conventions, whoever the designers were, I would take their treasure hunts and get them signed. And I've got, I don't know, probably 40 or 50 of them signed up there on the wall. But I come across this one when I was moving stuff around the other day out of a box. So I'd got that signed. It looks like it says it was in 2008. I don't know if you can read that or not. Yeah, Indy 2008. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the old 31 doozy from 95 treasure hunt. But I used to take all my hunts out of the package also. And then, like I said, I like to get them signed by the designers. And come across that one. I thought it was neat. I've also got found a bunch of his Purple Passions I had signed across the top because I love that casting too. Had those for a long time. I sold most of them off except for just a few of the early ones. All right, let's see. I found one that stuck in the card wild. Felt like it peeled off. That's cool. Duesenberg something. Yes, 31 Duesenberg. I'm betting on a Rapid Pulse from last year with all of its wheels missing. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I got another box of arrows here that I brought a couple of them down from the shop. First one on top was this Camaro. And I don't know if y'all remember the Camaro when it come out with the atomics, but the top has the whole tempo put around backwards on the top of some of these. And that's the main reason I had that one in there. But I was looking for those Scorching Scooters, and I come across my box of Scorching Scooters I hadn't opened yet. And of course the riders are in here. I hadn't opened a bunch of these from back in the day. That one I probably won't open because it was signed by, that was the actual dinner car signed by Greg, but the rest of these I'll open to put in the collection. I just never had a place to put them out. I don't know if y'all remember the long haulers coming out. Come out in 1998, which was 99, and this was basically the first edition bike on the back. So I always thought that was cool. Then of course the Duncan one that come out. They reused quite a few of these. Now the black one was the one that they didn't reuse. This one actually was solid black when it come out. And this one, other one in here I want to open. I've already actually got one, I believe, open. But this one here is the Disney one. And the one I got whenever me, my son, my wife went to Disney was one of these. But I opened it and it's in here. But I went ahead and bought another one so I can put up on the shelf just because. But that was the one we got when we actually went to Disney and got it back in the day. So, but anyway, I've got all those to get through and open when I get this case fixed. I think I'm missing one Scorching Scooter now, I believe is what it looks like. I'll have to have a 10-year to open. I think that's pretty much what I'm going to be missing to have all of them that I know about. So let's see. Lee says atomics. Yeah, the atomics were awesome. Basically, micro machines a little bigger. Yeah, I have some first edition Scorching Scooters. Sold them, I think. Yeah. I was over at Daddy's house and he had a bag of micro machines, and in that bag was that bag was that Riders that I was talking about earlier, and it's actually the bag of micro machines or whatever they're laying back here. I actually looked through some of them earlier. I hadn't had a chance to look through them all, but that's pretty cool. And he had a Ferrari in there that was clear see-through. And I pulled it out and set it somewhere. I was playing with it because the doors open and stuff. I forgot about how cool Micro Machines was. Of course, I played with them back in the day, but, you know, that's pretty cool. So anyway, sorry if I'm boring everybody. But anyway, so basically, this was all customs that I did back in the day. This was the rip die we talked about. For the people that just maybe have got on, these were the sets that I did for the conventions. And then, of course, these are my customs that I did throughout the years. I've got a few more. I just wanted to win the award one time, and I did with, I've broke the front wheels off this thing earlier. I need to get it put back together, but that's the one I won with. This one, I made this one, and the matching to it was the 41. And after you won one, you have to go into the pro bracket or whatever it's called. So I was like, I'm not a pro. I just like doing it for fun. And those guys, they do a lot of good work. If you ever watch the customs contest, it's a lot of work to get them done. But one of my favorites done is like this one. And I think that's the main reason I've still got the Texas Drive-Ems. They're all out here, the ones I got left. And I got a couple back there. And then that one is probably one of my favorites too. And I'm not a big Bone Shaker fan, but I love that one and the way it come out. So I like putting these two together for a display. But anyway, we'll go on into something else maybe I want to talk about. So What are y'all hunting now? Y'all got anything specific y'all are looking for? Like that Willie Custom nose in the sky. Yeah, I put the I put a little moon tank on the front, and I put some exhaust headers coming out the fender wells there. It turned out really good. I really like the looks of that one. But the silver one's the one that I stripped down and painted. It's a ultra metallic silver, and I did the same thing with it. It's basically like flipping the axle and then painted it. It's hard to see the paint, but it's that metal flake really flops, and I think that's the reason. Such a good looking color. But I did these like, well, I don't know, whatever first year this come out, whenever this one got done, and then whatever the first year of the Modern Classics was. I haven't done customs in probably 10 years or more, but I had thought about maybe doing something for the channel, but I don't know yet. Um, I had to find my stuff to do it again, and printer stuff, and obviously a printer with some ink and all that good stuff now. Um, Let me get back over here. Just said I like the Woody Customs. Like the matte black pickup is really cool. Thank you. I'm a big Bone Shaker fan. Got 99% of those. That's awesome. Yeah, I went hard on them for a long time, and then a couple of years, probably two. Yeah, it's probably a couple of years ago now. I sold all my Bone Shakers, and I think I kept a couple of the first editions. Um, let's see. He says I have one Scorching Scooter. It's the orange Duncan. Yeah, the Duncan was a pretty cool casting on it. I think it come out like the first edition come out. I think the Duncan was pretty much. No, it was the first edition. Then it Treasure Hunt. Then it was the Duncan. Uh, Not counting in the 30th anniversary come out. Also, I think in the same year. It was like the next year or whatever, '98, because that was the '97 first edition. And the reason I'm so into this bike is that was the first thing that got me back collecting Hot Wheels was in '97, seeing that hanging, and that was the first one. Um, just getting ready for the Hot Wheel drag races this weekend. Awesome, Randy. That'll be cool. And then Lee says the Orange Duncan was the first edition, I think. No, the first edition was the purple flame one. Um, let's see. I've got it laying somewhere because I just saw one laying here. I know I have one somewhere laying here. I'm pretty sure. Thought it was right here. There's the Duncan you're talking about in the package. I mean, now I used to collect this cast and like I've still got a whole case of these. Because I used to collect that casting when it first came out just because I thought it was awesome. I'm trying to think of what I did with the Scorching Scooters because I had them earlier. Yeah, here it is. There's the first edition. It's like I guess a purple with flames. But anyway, I'm sorry. I got stuff laying everywhere. As I go through stuff to get it ready and to do the show, or if I'm getting ready to do the live now, it's just like I'll lay it out and forget about what I did. All right, let me get back onto the comments. When you have time? Question mark. I don't know when I have time. Um, Lee 97. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that. Very cool. Yeah. Purple said 97. Yeah. Yeah. That one's that was a casting it was popular, but I guess lately it's not as popular because I don't know. Maybe the Rider was the last time they come out with a Scorching Scooter that I can remember. So anyway, sorry on another tangent going down. Um, but is there? I'm trying to think if there was something else. this one, I'm thinking about go ahead and opening it because I need it to go with that one. But I've got to really decide on the Texas Drive them, and I know that's my problem, but um, trying to. This one right here will be hard to open again. This was a second one that I had. I sold the first one I had, and I had um, the orange one with the flames and the silver. I believe it was another convention piece, and I had some. You know how it is. If you ever get ready to sell something, a lot of people are like, you got a list of people to go down and you sell it to first. I got people for my cool combi stuff. Like if I decide to sell the cool combi, same thing with the buses. I called a couple of people and they're like, "You ready to sell a couple pieces of those buses?" So I did, and that's why I was like, I don't know if I want to do the buses anymore because I won't ever own all the employee pieces of the bus, but the bus was a really cool piece that I did collect for years. Lee says some bikes they don't make anymore, like the Bad Bagger. Yeah, you don't see a lot of that. A lot of the old castings of motorcycles, they don't see the blast lane a lot. Um, I don't even see the OCC chopper or any of that stuff anymore much. The Monkey, now I do collect the Honda Monkey 50. I have a Honda Monkey 50 up in the shop. Main reason I collect it, and even though it's a little out of proportion, I guess that's the newest bike that I know of. Yeah, it come along the Tomahawk, the Canyon Carver. Yeah, all those castings. I guess they didn't go over super well, because kids want something to roll and not have to hold in their hand, I guess, the whole time. So I'm trying to think. I think we've covered most of the stuff that I had laid out. We had talked about for last week. Um, some people was asking about shirts last week, and we're looking into doing a small run. First run would be probably 15 or 20 shirts to start off. It's going to make it where the shirts are going to be, time I get them and everything, almost, I should be able to give them for less than 25 a piece. So I figure I'll put like $25 on them plus shipping is what they'll end up being when I get them in. And they're all going to be probably this color. It's like a gray. And that's, I think 15 or 20 is like the minimum to start getting them down cheap. And then you jump up to like having to buy 40 or 50, you start getting into quite a bit of money. So anyway, just letting y'all know, because I wear these shirts all the time. The the this brand, this type and this brand, and I've had these shirts. Well, the ones that I wear a lot that y'all have seen throughout the videos, I've had over a year. I don't know how many times they've been washed. They're still good. So I figure I'm going to do a few large, a few extra large, a few 2X, and a few 3X, and I'll be light on the large and light on the 3X because I don't know. Uh, y'all, if y'all send me Instagram message or leave a comment or anything where I can get an idea and a size, for anybody that is interested, I can kind of see if I can up my order right off the bat and get to the next level. So maybe make it a little cheaper. So yeah, I appreciate that, Randy and Chris. I'll definitely just holler at me, like I said, if you can on the Instagram or just email me. I've got my email listed. Should be under this now. You can email me at 01luxgarage at, oh, what's the email address? My wife will put the email address up here. And then the Instagram is Lux Garage 01. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's at Lux Garage 01 on the Instagram. But um, anyway, I wasn't trying to sell shirts. Some people had brung it up the last couple lives, and I wanted to kind of throw it out there that I'll try to order some this week or maybe next week after I get my bearings on going on. So, but anyway, I wanted to show this. I was going to show this one earlier. I just thought that was. I don't know if y'all remember this from the Hot Rod series. This was one of the Rit Die cars, and I thought that was cool because it's got a hard to see that interior, but that interior glows with that. It's almost like a pink now. But anyway, so anything y'all want to talk about or know more about? I can see if I can grab it real quick, or if there's anything that y'all are looking for, you let me know. I'm I've kind of been working on trying to figure out a new camera. I got it hooked up earlier, but the zoom on it, like when I take a car, if I take a car and put it up there close to it, it would be like it wouldn't focus very well. But like this one, I can just take it right up and focus with it. So I got to work on that. Uh, yeah, the lead sled tail dragger, White Miles tail dragger. Yeah, the tail dragger was awesome. Casting, I thought, back in the day. And I really got into the Harahata Merc since it come out. You know, it's a real car. That was one of the most famous custom cars back in the day. And of course, that's the. And of course, that's the regular one of it. Yeah, Leah, I've got to figure that out. I don't know much about the autofocus stuff. Oh, the 50s American cars. Yeah, the Harahata Merc's currently one of my favorite. Mine too. Autofocus need to be playing with. Tricky sometimes. Yeah, I've got to figure it out. I got that Brio Logitech, I think it was. I think Chris had put me onto that one, so I picked it up. I just hadn't had a chance to play with it at all. I just did it a little bit today, and I was like, I wanted to go live tonight and make sure maybe it wouldn't mess up too bad on me tonight. I was hoping to give y'all some information tonight. Maybe that'll help. I mean, y'all tell me stuff y'all want to talk about each week or whatever, and I'll try to get it together. And because I just randomly pick up something and start playing with it, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. So, and I'm like I said, if there's anything else y'all want to see on the next live, y'all let me know that too. You can put it in the comments, put it in here, whatever. And a lot of people don't have a chance to watch this while it's live, so they watch it later. And I try to keep it flowing. I've been trying not to stop as much, but like I said, I just keep laying everything out. Favorite red line for me, Beatnik Bandit, hands down, is my favorite red line. That's the one I've done the rainbow on over the last 20 years or so. I've got quite a few of them, and I collect almost everything that's Beatnik Bandit that's come out, and that's one that I probably won't sell. Matter of fact, I was playing with one earlier that this one come out. I don't know. I think this one come out of the Redline Club. I couldn't remember, and it was in with a bunch of loose stuff that I had in my case, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out and put it over here. And then this crazy Scooby-Doo fiction bush thing was pulling out Outlaw there by Big Daddy. So anyway, I just got that stuff laying around, stuff I like looking at and different. The rarest car. The rarest car is currently is I got a 67 Camaro prototype, resin prototype, hand painted. That's the rarest car. Um, that's by far as rareness goes. I've also got the MEA 55 Gasser. That's a pretty rare car. But by far, hands down, is a 67 Camaro resin prototype. But you know, prototypes are prototypes. That's gonna be rare, and anybody that gets collections and starts getting into those at all, that's probably gonna be it. I like the 1-2 Ederoff design. Yeah. The rainbow collection. I'd love to see that. Yeah, I need to start getting through that because I've actually got about 3 more that I need to add to it. Currently, it's in a 6-foot spinning case, and I need to go and rearrange them. I think there was about 40 or so in that case right now, and I need to pull them out. I'll have to pull them out, lay them out. I'll probably do a whole episode on those because what I'd really like to do eventually is I'd like to start doing a show. I'd like to do a show once a week, not counting my regular show that I do now, but one episode about each Redline, or not from Redlines, but very first Hot Wheel, and work for every Hot Wheel and go from the Beanie Bandit, go through all the Sweet 16, and do one episode over each car to kind of go more in depth in each car and kind of tell you stuff to look for. And that's ultimately would be nice to do. All I've got is a few examples of each because until I get into black walls, I don't really have all the. I didn't try to collect every red line color except for the Beanie Bandit I have. But other than Beanie Bandit, I've not tried to go after every one of them and all that. So, um, nice show. I've enjoyed it. I appreciate it, Shannon. And come back and I hope all of y'all enjoy it. Like I said, I'm a little slow sometimes. I'm going in between things, and I'm trying to get it out. Whatever we discussed the week before, if I don't have it available, I try to hunt it. It took me a little while to hunt it up at the shop for the Scorching Scooters, but I did find those. Then I hated that my case broke because I spent a day working on it to get it because I want it running for y'all. Because a lot of people's asked about them. So, the Rainbow Collection. Let's see. Dang, that Redline Club Beanie Bandit's cool. I appreciate it, Chris. Yeah, I love the Beanie Bandit, and the Redline stuff's crazy. They're really nice. Um, Shannon says some odd reason I like the motorhome Hot Wheels. Yeah, I went over some of those. I think it was I went some Leos the other day. I've got them, obviously a lot of them over here, and I've been up at the shop. I was actually looking at the shop for my Redline one, and that's when I've got a hole for it over on the wall, but I don't know exactly where it is yet. It's up there somewhere in one of those cases. Um, here's a They're still laying over here. I hadn't had a chance to get them where they need to go, but like here's the Spider-Man Leo, and here's one in the yellow, and then there's the one in the red. So those motorhomes are pretty cool and all that. Just got the Redline Cub Mira P400. Yeah, that's a sweet casting. I take all my Redline Club stuff out of the pack because it just looks so much better out of the package. And once you get them out of the package, they look better than Supers out of the pack for sure. Uh, well, like you said, we'll just look at that one. Just the finish on it's crazy. I'm not crazy about the real riders on it, but at least it's got the red line on it. I like to build me a bubble top car. That would be awesome. That'd be a dream to build something like that. I have some motorhome ones, Kmart exclusive, the white one. Yeah, I remember that. I've got a couple of Era treasure hunts, the motorhome. I think I went through it in one of the other videos. I don't know. I have to look, but I think I do have some Eras in those. Uh, Somebody says I have the green one too carded. That's awesome. Brandy, these are Leo Mattel. Says Leo right there, and they're uh, they're from India, and you'll notice because it says Leo Mattel right there. And these are not just the only boxes they're in. Uh, they also have them in uh, the most common one that we see over here to me. Well, this one ain't as common, but this is the one of the boxes that they would come in back in the day. This is the second wind, but and then this is the You can see it there. This is the rocket tank, and this one says Leo. But the one that we see over here is like a yellow and black bigger card that says Leo Mattel Club. Now we see those a little bit more often than we do these other carded ones here. So, sorry, my mind when we start thinking, when I read a question, my mind starts going to 5 different things at one time. Sorry. Anyway, I got those. We went over them a couple weeks ago in the live. I need to do some. I like to do some stuff on the Leo stuff, but I'm thinking about doing that. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe y'all might be interested. You think about going through each car and going through the years and just go one show over each car each week. But I'm not 100% sure if anybody would be interested in seeing that. That'd be the only thing, because I don't really have all the red lines to be able to do. I don't have all the variation colors. I've got one of each red line, but I don't have one of every color, and all that to show. Like the Blackwall stuff will be a lot easier because I'll have it right there. But we'll see. Just some ideas I'm throwing around. Sorry if there's anything specific y'all want to see, just throw it in the comments, or y'all can tell me here. Like I said, we'll be here try to do this every Tuesday, as long as y'all are good with it. I have a blast doing it, and I ramble, and this gives me time to ramble to y'all, and y'all don't seem to complain when I ramble about Hot Wheels like my wife does. So she don't mind. It's just she gets tired of I eat, sleep, and drink Hot Wheels all the time. Let me get back to the commercial. Back to the chat here. Okay, India, yeah, the Big Bertha tank, yeah. Love the green Beanie Bandit. Thank you. Yeah, it's a cool casting. Look like a Matchbox with the Hot Wheels in it. Yeah, the some of those cars look different back in the day. Um, yes, make a Lux catalog. I'm thinking about doing some of that. Yeah, Barris built the Merc, and he had help from Gene though. Also, of course, Gene built quite a few. Tom Daniels. I'm sorry, Gene helped him with some of that stuff too, which was awesome. The that Merc is awesome. I agree. Um, and then there's this card we went through the other day. I just left it out because until I can find my one I have up in the shop. This is the only one I have down here in the basement right now currently. Experimental cards. We talked about that I think last week, son, because somebody's looking for the tea bucket, and I've got a buddy of mine looking for the fire truck. So kind of looking for those two because I know somebody here was looking for the tea bucket, and I have a buddy looking for the fire truck. Yeah, yeah, he built the Batmobile too. I'm trying to find the paperwork for when I bought I've got the Batmobile when it first come out. I've got the prototype I bought. It's just the body, uh, but I have the certificate where I bought it at the Hot Wheels convention years ago. And I just come across it the other day, the actual body, because I have an old box that I laid all the prototype stuff in, separated them, and I found that box the other day with a bunch of the stuff, and that was in there. And the y'all remember the Gulf Volkswagen dragster car? I can't remember the name of the actual car, but it's a Volkswagen. I bought that one there. It must have been at the same auction because they were both in the same box. And I just need to find the paperwork for those because I know some people are freak out, be like, "Oh, it ain't." How do you know it's a? I bought it at the Hot Wheel convention. I don't know, but they're real. So it's hard for me to say, this is real and, try to portray something that's not. I don't want to do that at all. That's another reason that I quit kind of doing more of the custom stuff. I love doing it for myself, but when you're into collecting like me, I don't want people to think that I would try to get over on them on something. Another reason I kind of quit doing all the custom stuff. Just just one of those things, I guess. It says I'm hunting for the Bumblebee with the Transformer face on the base. Man, I thought I had one of them laying somewhere over here. I'm sorry. I just took a detour for a second to see if I could remember where I saw that. Is that like is that the base you're talking about? I don't know. I don't know much about these. I only picked these up because um well I used to collect a Volkswagen, but I just picked it up because I had a buddy that he was looking for this one of these. They had it in yellow. He took my yellow one and then I picked this one up. But anyway, I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not. You're looking for one with no face. Oh, I got you. I see what you're saying. Was that on the yellow or the gold? I'll have to take a look at those if I see them. I see them every now and then hanging around out around, so I'll take a look at them. Wonder how the Summit 67 Camaro door line door handle variations come along. They're all 67 Camaros are. Seems like some of those are expensive. I've got some cool arrows on them. I'm hoping to find them up in the shop because I have a '67 Camaro. I don't know if y'all remember the paint job where it went blue and it had the yellow flames. Um, I have it somewhere where the hood's missing and they painted it through the engine bay the flames. It's freaking awesome. But I got to be able to find it up at the shop. I don't know exactly where it is right now. Because wherever it is, there's going to be my go-kart with all small wheels and those kind of areas. I'd kind of packed in a certain box that was like, some of the rarest of the rare eras that I used to thought was it. I know I've got some somewhere, but anyway, sorry about that. Another tangent. Yellow and gold. Okay. Well, I'm going to look for them on those Volkswagen Bugs. Sorry. The color shifter had the door lines. Never found the metal with door lines when rare. I and what was funny is these are packages where you open up cars throughout the year, and I was laughing because you was talking about Camaros. There's the '67 Camaro package. Sometimes to get them mint, you had to just take them out of the pack. And this one was one of my favorite packages because this was the only a few of them. I don't know if y'all remember had it where they put the sticker on it instead of actually printing it on the pack. And I wish they'd had the car in. It's Torino Stocker, first year of the hot ones, but some of them had the sticker on them, and I thought that was neat back in the day. But this is just was in a box. These are all ones that's been opened up, and I'll put it on a video when I do that. I think I'm gonna do the Blackwall video tonight. Let's try to get it out by Thursday. But anyway, sorry, another tangent. I'm try to keep y'all interested, but I'm like I said, if there's anything y'all want to know about for next week, or something y'all want to discuss next week, let me know, and I'll put some more of this. I'll put some of this stuff up, put some more stuff out. I don't know that I'll get the Beatnik Bandits done by next week, because I need to get all those out, also, obviously. But I have a mess all around on the sides here of boxes of stuff I've been trying to hunt to get stuff done down here. But I appreciate everybody coming back and hanging out. Like I said, I'm trying on being here every Tuesday that I can, if everybody's good with that. Um, Seems like it's going well. I sure do appreciate all of the chat and back and forth from everybody. And like I said, don't hesitate to put something in the chat if you want to know something about it. Even if I don't know, I'll write it to try to find out about it because that's what it's about, giving everybody some information and just having a good time talking some Hot Wheels and whatever else. But I think I may do a Blackwall video this week, another non-era video, because I've got a lot going on. So, uh, great show, Jason. Good done. I appreciate it, Lee. Like I said, if anybody, if y'all got anything y'all want to chat about for next week, or y'all want me to try to hunt up something for next week to put out, just let me know in the comments or on the video comments, and we'll try to get it out for next week. But if not, that's cool. I appreciate everybody coming back, and we'll go ahead and the green car you showed, is it chrome or Spectraflame? Let me go over this real quick. It was chrome, but then they Spectraflame greened it over the chrome. When they do the Redline cars, they do it like kind of like they did the old Redline back in the day. You've heard of overchrome Redlines. This is basically what they did. They had the body chrome, then they do the Spectraflame paint on top of that, and they look really good like that. But I like no matter what wheels. But yeah, I like them. I like all the Beanie Bandits. Like I said, next couple of weeks I'll try to do a video on them, and I'll pull them out, and I'll try to display them up here. I'm hoping to get this thing going the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to figure something out. But anyway, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I appreciate everybody coming back, and like I said, put it in the comments. Anything y'all want to see for next week, or if there's anything y'all want to discuss next week, or if y'all want to check out the video, I'm hoping to have it out by Thursday. And that's the hopes, because I hadn't shot it yet. I'll probably do it tonight or early in the morning and try to edit it for tomorrow. And then let me know if y'all like the shows from up at, kind of like, I like bringing them down to show here so you can see them a little better. But if y'all like them up at the shop, let me know your preferences on that if you get a chance. But I appreciate everybody coming back and seeing me.